My name's Emil. I'm a digital strategist and I answer marketing questions every single day. And today's question is about bidding on your competitors' keywords in Google Ads. This is from a Facebook group that I'm in and is from Devin. She says, "Hi everyone, quick question. I just started working with a new client that is in the banking sector. Would you recommend bidding on on competitors? It seems like the initial CPC is very high. I appreciate any thoughts or advice. Thanks." I've dealt with this many times over the years, and I've developed a strategy that hopefully helps you. In this video, I'm going to cover what my default answer is to clients when they ask about this strategy in particular, best options available in Google Ads when you pursue it, and how to win the comp game. Every Sunday, I send out one email that recaps all the marketing questions I answered that week. If you want to stay up to date on best practices, strategies, and become an overall stronger marketer, I think you would really enjoy this recap. It would mean the world to me if you could subscribe to the newsletter and my YouTube channel. Now, back to the answer. As a default answer, I tell all of my clients 100% we need to pursue this strategy, but not until some of the groundwork is out of the way. There's just too many negative results we're going to yield if the campaign isn't primed for it. What I don't like about running a competitor keyword strategy, at the gate, it's a poor user experience for the end user. So you type in a competitor's name or a branded keyword, we pop up and win in the auction, they get to our page and they're immediately not where they want it to be because it's just keyword and then they bounce out. This hurts our overall campaign, our budget, and the analytics and machine learning engine that we're trying to train. Number two, it has an unlikely positive ROI. Never seen a campaign really do well out the gate bidding on competitors' keywords in any sector. And then I don't think we get any new data from it. So it's not even worth purchasing the ad space for the data, other than we know what the CPC is, that there's X amount of volume for that competitor, but we don't get any new insights. So the groundwork that I find absolutely critical to cover before going after our competitors is twofold. Number one, 500 tracked core conversions across a 90-day period. Absolutely critical. Number two, having in that same timeline, that 90-day window, a campaign in Google Ads that is ROAS positive in return. Those two things will assure that Google's machine learning engine is working in our favor. It understands the signals of our converters, their buying history, their audience segmentation, their emails, the videos that they view, all the components that and signals that they send out that make them converters for us. Now Google can go on our behalf and find more people like that. That's absolutely essential because the tool we're going to roll out after this to go after our competitors is one of Google's coolest tools. Dynamic search ads for the win. Now, a dynamic search ad, as you may know, is just an ad that you give Google your URL, either your core URL for the entire website or a URL to specific pages, and then it creates the ads and targeting automatically using AI. The reason this works so well if you have this groundwork laid is because Google is going to not only match up the search terms that win, the audience, all of those things that it's learned about us, but when a competitor keyword gets into the mix and then the person typing it in matches all those high conversion value points, Google's going to then go into that auction, buy that click, and likely get a positive return on ad spend in that campaign, bidding on competitors' keywords. Here's my dynamic search ad checklist to make sure you get the most out of DSAs from Google. We want to make sure we're giving Google the right URLs. I don't like giving the URL the host domain. It just doesn't work really well. I often take the best lead pages or the best sales pages and duplicate them and then start adjusting the pages to optimize for DSAs. So you want to make sure your title characters stay within 60 to 90 characters. Google's going to use this for your descriptions in their ads. That's your H1 tag. Then you want to also follow in all of your ad copy, your H2s, H3s, and paragraph text, Google Ads editorial best practices. You don't want overcapitalization. You don't want characters that Google isn't going to allow. And you want it to be hyper sales friendly ad copy in that. So you might want to make some adjustments to make sure that you're following best practices in the Google Ads editor window. So if Google Ads won't like it, if you just did it while you're creating an ad, it most likely won't use it when it's on the page. And then lastly, want to have unique CTAs. These unique CTAs aren't going to be like learn more or buy now, but they need to be very specific to the product, like learn in 3 minutes why this works, or work the CTAs so they're unique. Because once that's there, what we're really doing is we're developing a super friendly SEO plus sales page. Google indexes that URL or a series of URLs to create the ad copy, to find the targeting audience, to position itself within the auction for the right users. Since we've already done the hard work of tracking conversions and having a positive ROAS campaign, this part is actually pretty straightforward. You're just optimizing these pages to work, because now when Google goes out into the marketplace to find your competitors, which it will always do, I have never seen a DSA not isolate great potential leads that are searching for your competitors that you can capture if all of this is done right. And then let it run for 90 days. This is the hardest thing. Don't give it a big budget. Depending on your budget, just add a few percentage points to it. I often put 10% of the available budget, as long as the budget is more than $100 a day, into a DSA for 90 days. I found the best budgets work about $100 to $200 a day for DSAs if you have it. But across that 90 days, do not waver, do not let it go. You've got the other campaigns that are working in your favor. So let this learn. That's what DSAs do. Here are 2 pitfalls to avoid when setting up your DSA campaigns directly from Google. Number 1, do not submit a URL that has dynamic content on that page. So if it's like a daily deal or something that changes out frequently, this will not allow Google in real time to make the needed adjustments to get you the leads that you're looking for. Number 2, make sure that you are using a friendly, fast page that doesn't have a lot of flash images or videos on it. Use things that Google can understand, like H1, H2, and paragraph text. Think SEO, because that's how Google will interpret the data to go out into the auction to buy you the best possible leads it can. I hope this helped. It was fun to answer. I do this every single day. Again, it would mean the world to me if you could subscribe to my newsletter or my YouTube channel or both. As always, good luck and happy marketing.